Welcome to the Auta Hub. Today, we are diving into one of the rarest, most breathtaking, and most exclusive grand tours ever crafted by human hands, the 2026 Bentley Mulliner Batur. A machine that isn't just a car, but a statement of extreme luxury, coach-built perfection, and the future direction of Bentley design. This isn't a typical Bentley. This is the crown jewel of Mulliner's craftsmanship. A car built in extremely limited numbers, for people who want something far beyond the ordinary. So sit back and let me take you on a journey into the world of Batur, where old-school power meets new-age art. The 2026 Bentley Mulliner Batur begins with a single idea, creating the most powerful Bentley ever made. But before we get to power, we need to understand the philosophy behind it. This car is not mass-produced. It is hand-built, coach-built, shaped, sanded, polished, stitched, and assembled with absolute precision. Mulliner, Bentley's oldest and most exclusive division, takes care of every millimeter of this machine. For more than 250 years, Mulliner has been building carriages, bodies, and now ultra-rare masterpieces for collectors. And with the Batur, they said one simple thing: let's redefine the future of Bentley design. And that is exactly what they did. As you stand in front of the 2026 Batur, the first thing you notice is the new face of Bentley. Lower, sharper, more focused, and more aggressive than any of their previous designs. Bentley has always been known for its elegance, but the Batur adds a layer of intensity, a kind of muscular luxury that gives the car incredible presence. The grille is wider and deeply sculpted, with a floating effect that looks like it is carved from a single block of obsidian. The LED headlights are slimmer, sweeping horizontally like the eyes of a wild predator ready to move. These lights introduce Bentley's future lighting signature: clean lines, modern accents, and a futuristic glow. Then your eyes follow the massive hood, long stretched, sculpted like a grand tourer from another era but blended with modern aerodynamic strength. You see the strong power lines running toward the windshield, and the entire front end feels like it's leaning forward, ready to attack the horizon. This car doesn't shout luxury. It whispers power in a confident way. Walking toward the side profile, the proportions become even more stunning. The 2026 Batur is long, low, and exceptionally elegant. But it's not soft. The lines are precise, sharp, and purposeful. Bentley eliminated unnecessary curves and instead introduced simplicity and sophistication. One clean shoulder line runs from the headlights to the taillights, and this single line defines the entire posture of the car. The long wheelbase, short overhangs, and massive bespoke wheels fill the arches to perfection. Mulliner offers multiple wheel designs, but every option feels like jewelry. These are wheels carved for millionaires who want exclusivity, not common trend. And then there's the rear, the part of the car that truly announces Bentley's future. The taillights are thin, sharp, and stretched across the width with a floating effect. They illuminate like red blades. The tailgate sits smoothly under an integrated spoiler, while the lower bumper features aerodynamic channels sculpted to perfection. Two giant exhaust finishers sit on each side, a reminder that this car still carries a heart of pure combustion engineering. This is a design language that will shape Bentley's electric future. But the Batur is the final celebration of the mighty W12, Bentley's most legendary engine. And yes, let's talk about that heart. Under the hood lies Bentley's 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged W12 engine, the very last evolution of this iconic power unit. For decades, the W12 has defined Bentley's identity: smooth, powerful, silent, yet explosive. And in the 2026 Batur, it reaches its highest form, producing around 740 horsepower and 1,000 Nm of torque. It is the most powerful engine ever fitted to a Bentley. 0 to 100 km range happens in around 3.2 seconds. And the top speed pushes beyond 330 km/h. But the magic is not the numbers, it's the way the power is delivered. Unlike the aggressive punch of a sports car, the Batur delivers acceleration. Like a private jet taking off, smooth, effortless, relentless. Each engine is hand-built by experts, signed and tuned individually. Bentley knows this is the last time the W12 will be used in a coach-built masterpiece, so they gave it everything: stronger turbos, upgraded cooling, refined intake systems, and enhanced exhaust flow. The engine breathes freely, with a deep growl that feels like thunder rolling across a mountain. When you push the throttle, the Batur doesn't scream. It roars with authority. Move inside and suddenly the world becomes calm, warm, soft, and deeply personal. The moment you open the door, you step into a cabin that feels like a private luxury suite. Mulliner allows each customer to customize nearly every element. There are thousands of combinations: rare woods, carbon fiber, precious metals, unique leathers, natural fibers, and sustainable materials. Some customers even use 3D printed 18K gold for the interior controls. This is not a car interior. This is bespoke craftsmanship at the highest level. The interior layout is familiar Bentley, but elevated. The dashboard flows elegantly across, wrapping around the passengers. A large digital display sits in the center, balanced with a classic analog-inspired aesthetic. Bentley blends technology and tradition perfectly. Nothing feels forced. Everything feels intentional. The seats are sculpted, supportive, and wrapped in the finest leather you can imagine. The stitching detail is so precise it looks like it was done under a microscope. Even the air vents are pieces of art, shaped like precision instruments. And then there's the sound system, Naeem for Bentley. This audio setup is so detailed, so pure, that listening to music inside the Batur feels like attending a private concert. The cabin materials absorb and reflect sound expertly, creating an immersive audio space. This is one of those features you can't fully explain. You have to experience it. Every touch point in the interior speaks luxury. The door handles feel solid. The buttons have perfect click feedback. The knurled metal finishes reflect light beautifully. This is a world built for people who know and appreciate handcrafted excellence. But one thing stands out more than the materials, more than the design, and even more than the power: the story of rarity. Only a handful of Baturs exist in the world. Each one is individually specified, individually built, and individually delivered to a client. These cars are not sitting in showrooms. Owners collaborate with Mulliner designers to shape their dream. Some choose bold colors, some choose deep minimalist themes, and some create one-off patterns that will never be repeated. A Batur is not just expensive. It is exclusive in the purest form. Driving the 2026 Bentley Mulliner Batur is like controlling a luxury missile. The air suspension adjusts thousands of times per second, reading the road, balancing comfort and performance. The steering is precise yet relaxed. The chassis is stiff but smooth. Bentley uses advanced adaptive damping, rear-wheel steering, and a lighter body structure, making the car surprisingly agile for its size. You don't fight this car, you guide it, and it responds with elegance. Whether you cruise slowly or accelerate hard, the Batur stays composed. Noise insulation blocks outside wind and traffic, but leaves just enough engine sound to remind you of the W12's power. It feels like floating, yet firmly connected. Bentley has mastered the balance between luxury and performance, and the Batur is the pinnacle of that mastery. And then you realize something: the Batur isn't just the future, it is the farewell. This car celebrates the end of Bentley's iconic combustion era. The W12 engine has been retired. The brand is moving toward electrification, and the Batur represents the last great combustion masterpiece Bentley will ever create. It is both the beginning of a new era and the end of a legendary one. Every line on the body, every stitch in the cabin, every turbo boost from the W12, every moment behind the wheel, everything about the 2026 Batur feels like history in motion. Imagine cruising along a coastline, the waves crashing against the rocks, the sky turning crimson as the sun sets. The Batur glides with confidence, its exhaust rumbling softly. The interior glows warm with ambient lighting, and the world outside fades away. This is the kind of experience only a few people on Earth will ever know. The Batur is not designed to impress crowds. It is designed to satisfy the deepest desires of those who understand true luxury. A car like the Batur is not bought. It is commissioned. It is created. It is shaped through imagination. And once you receive it, you are not just driving a machine. You are driving a legacy. You are holding a piece of Bentley history that will never be recreated again. This is the 2026 Bentley Mulliner Batur, a final chapter of the W12 story, a preview of future Bentley design, a masterpiece of engineering and craftsmanship. And this was the Auta Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the world's rarest and most exclusive grand tourers, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more automotive stories, more luxury machines, and more masterpieces from around the world. Until next time, drive safe and dream big.